Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to do a Pilates mat workout using a foam roller. We're also going to use some weights if you have them. If you don't have them, it's just one small section and you can easily leave it out. I would recommend 3s, 4s, or 5s, somewhere right in that range, not any heavier than that. You can also do the whole weight portion without anything and feel it wonderfully. So do not worry about that. If you don't have a foam roller, you can do a good portion of it, but it's more fun with the foam roller. So if you don't have one, hit stop, go to a different video, and then come back when you do have a foam roller. But we're going to take our foam roller and we're going to lay it down in the center of our mat. And then we are going to sit on the end of our mat, right? Or on the end of our foam roller, I should say, right here. Now, if you find that this hurts your tailbone, you just sit off to the side and do the same thing on the floor, okay? So you're going to have your feet flat on the floor, your bum right onto that foam roller. Arms are going to be up. You're going to inhale. As you exhale, tuck that pelvis under, roll back, breathe. Find where you can hold, turn that core on, and then sit up tall. Exhale, roll back, breathe, and sit tall. 2 more just like that. Last one. Good. On this next one, you're going to tuck that tailbone under, hold. You're going to lift your right arm up to your ear and then drop it down. Lift your left arm up to your ear and drop it down. This whole time, you're reaching your tailbone long and pulling your waistband back, trying to balance up on that foam roller. 1 more, both sides. Last one. Arms forward, sit up tall. Good. Moving on. You're going to inhale, exhale, tuck that pelvis under, roll back, find where you can hold, and now you're going to lift both arms up to your ears and then drop them down, nice and slow and controlled. Lift up. Feel your core work harder as those arms are away from your torso, and then drop it down. 1 more like this. Woo. And drop them down and sit tall. Good. Breathe for a second. Arms up, tuck that pelvis under. You're going to take that left arm and you're going to reach it towards the far corner of your mat by twisting your torso and then come back to center. And then your right arm, twist and come back to center. So the foam roller is a really good clue if you're moving your torso or if you're moving your hips. If you move your hips, you're going to move the foam roller and you're going to probably almost fall off. But if you move just your torso, you're going to get right into that core. 1 more, both sides. Whew. Last one. Feet are firmly on the ground. Good. And sit up tall. Good. Keeping your feet firmly on the ground, lift the arms up. You're going to tuck. You're going to roll back 1 vertebrae at a time with control. Woo, it gets wobbly. All the way down onto the foam roller. Now, I don't know if you can see, but my head is now hanging off. That's not good placement. So I'm going to scoot my butt down a little bit because I want to make sure that my head and neck is nicely supported. Okay? So with that support, I'm going to put my hands down onto the floor and push my palms into the floor. I'm going to inhale, exhale, brace my core, lift my right leg up to chair-like position, set it back down. Lift my left leg up to chair-like position and set it back down. If you're just starting out, you might find that you're using the arms a lot, and that's totally fine. If you find that you're feeling pretty solid, you can lift the opposite arm, opposite leg, and breathe. 2 more like this. Exhale each time you lift that arm and the leg. Last one. Good. Keep both hands on the ground. You're going to inhale. As you exhale, lift your right leg up to chair-like position and then lift your left leg up to chair-like position. You ideally want to have your knees right over your hips. See how when I just lift up an arm, I get wobbly. So hands down on the ground. You're going to inhale. As you exhale, you're going to tap your right leg. Now, when we tap, you're going to keep alternating. When you tap, you're dropping from your hip, not from your knee. I see a lot of people do this, and that's not going to be helpful. You want to drop from that hip and pull back up. And when you drop from that hip, if your lower back arches up, you've gone too low, okay? Helps to brace your core by blowing out. Exhale as you go down. Good. One more, both sides. Keep pushing those arms down. Use them as for support. Good. Lift both legs up, squeeze them together. We're going to do both legs. Now, if both legs are too hard, go back to singles. And remember, you control the depth of this. So you don't need to tap the floor. You just need to hinge down a little. Good. I like to really blow out so I can feel that brace in my core, because otherwise I can find myself cheating and just hanging off my hip flexors. 2 more. Last one. Good. Put those feet on the ground and relax for a second. Hopefully that felt wonderful and you're warming up a little bit. Arms are going to come up to the sky. Feet are going to stay on the ground this time. We're going to inhale. As we exhale, you're going to drop your arms, roll your vertebrae one at a time as you roll up into your lift. So my lower back and pretty much my lower bra line down is all connected to the foam roller. My eyes are looking towards my inner thighs and my arms are reaching long. So my ribs are tucked into my hips. Now you're going to roll down one vertebrae at a time and bring those arms back up to the sky. Exhale. Blow out your air. Reach up into that lift. And come back down. 3 more like this. Exhale. And back down. Good. Last one right here. Let's hold it up. Exhale, blow out, reach long through those fingertips. Now connect your arms to your back and pump. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like how I just snuck the 100 on you? Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Think of your ribs down and reaching long through those fingertips. You're halfway there. At any point, if your head and neck hurts, you roll it down. But I encourage you to try and keep it up. But notice how my head is on my torso. If I'm looking up here, my neck is doing all the work, and that hurts. So look at those inner thighs. 2 more cycles of breath. Last one. Good. Slowly roll down and relax and breathe. That felt good, didn't it? I always say the 100 warms everything up. From your fingers to your toes, brings blood everywhere. We're going to keep our hands down on the ground. We're going to exhale, lift our right leg up to chair leg, left leg up to chair leg. And now we're going to squeeze our heels together. You're going to glue them together. I like to tell my clients, you're pretending there's a $100 bill between there, and don't drop it. Your knees can be apart, though, about shoulder width. You're going to exhale as you reach those legs away from you and then pull them back in. You should notice quite a little bit more strain on your core as you extend those legs away and pull them in. You control the depth. If you want to go straight up, you can go like that. If you want to go straight away, if your core will allow you, you can do that. The lower you go, if you start to feel your lower back lift up, that's too low, and raise it just a little. And when you extend out, squeeze those legs out. Turn on those inner and outer thighs. Reach those legs long and then pull them in. Let's do 2 more like this. Last one. Hold those legs out there, and we're going to separate the legs and draw little circles about the size of a softball to a basketball. The smaller you go, the more control you have from your center rather than just flinging those legs around. And reverse directions. Whew. Small, controlled movements. Keep those legs long. Keep them externally rotated. 2 more. Good. Connect those heels. Bring them in and relax on down. Whew, that felt good. Hard, but good. All right. Arms are up. Feet are firmly on the ground. We're going to inhale. As we exhale, we're going to roll up, reach, hold it here. Now, can you lift one leg up an inch and set it back down? Lift another leg up an inch and set it back down. It's a very small movement, but it's keeping that core working extra hard. We're reaching long through those fingers. Breathe. Give me one more, both sides. Last one. Keep both feet down. Slowly roll down and relax. Hoi. All right. Now, if you've got those weights, you're going to grab those. Remember, if you don't have the weights, you can do the exact same thing without it, and it's just going to work perfectly. You're going to lift the arms up to the sky. Palms are facing each other, so they're in the center. First thing we're just going to do is we're going to drop our shoulder blades down like we're hugging the foam roller with our shoulders. And then we're going to reach them up to the sky. You're going to drop them down and reach them up. So like I said, you can do the same thing without the weights. In fact, if you can't find it, I encourage you to drop the weights. You're dropping those shoulder blades, feeling them hug that foam roller, and then you're reaching up. This is one of the things you probably never do, right? Well, it's good for that shoulder mobility and helping those shoulder blades move through space. Let's do two more. Last one. Good. You're going to leave those arms up to the sky. You're going to leave those shoulder blades in a neutral position, so we're not reaching all the way up and we're not squeezing them down. And we're going to open for a fly. So you're going to open and close. Now, if you're a weightlifter, this is probably super easy weight, right? That's all right. I want you to focus on your core stability and how you're balancing on this foam roller. So we're going to do one more with both arms, and then we're going to switch to single arms. So you're going to drop the right arm to the side. Don't let your torso roll with it. Lift it up. Try the left side. You feel that pull on that center and lift it up. Good. Right side. Breathe. And left side. Focus on how much it makes that side of your core work even more so that you don't pull over to that side. Good. One more, both sides. Find that brace and that control of that belly. Good. Weights up to the sky. You're going to take your right arm up towards your ears, your left arm down near your hip, and reach them away from each other. Go ahead and switch. Right arm down near your hip, left arm up towards your ears. Breathe. Remember, you can do this without weights. You will feel it just as much. And in fact, if you're feeling it pull in funny spots, drop the weights. Do it without. Reach the bottom arm down, the top arm up, keeping them in line with your torso. Inhale as you're switching. Exhale as you're reaching and lifting back up. One more both ways. Last one. Good. Lift both arms up to the sky. Twist them so that your palms are facing towards your feet. Now you're going to lift both arms straight overhead, stopping in line with your ears and lifting them back up. Good. Feel that back open up, but don't rib those flares. Don't flare that rib cage. I flipped my words there for a second. Good. Drop them down. Keep the ribs pointed towards your hips. You should feel a lot of pull in your core here. And then lift up. If you don't, comment in the comments so we can talk about it and see if we can find another video to help get that in check. Good. If you ever feel like you're not doing the right thing in a video, please comment or send me a private message. I'm happy to help. Two more like this. Last one. Good. On this next one, you're going to drop those arms up to your ears, circle them around, keeping the palms up, stop at your hips, circle back up to above your head. Good. Open them up in that big circle. And if you chose heavier weights, this might be too much. You drop the weights and do it without. And go down towards those hips. and up towards those ears. One more, down and up. Woo. Last one. Good. Lift the arms straight up. Drop those weights down. Just open those arms up over that foam roller. Slide the foam roller a little bit to the left. Feel it massage your back a little, open up, and then roll it to your right. Reach that arm long and down so you can open up the chest a little, and just keep doing that just a little bit, side to side. And breathe. Hopefully that felt wonderful. This part always feels wonderful to me. Good. All right, so we got to get up to a sitting position. You have some choices. You can roll off to the side and just come off of it, or you can step your feet away a little bit. Arms are going to come up. You're going to inhale. As you exhale, you're going to roll up. Woo! To a sitting position. Good. And then we are going to sit onto the ground. All right, and now we're going to take the foam roller and we're going to put it underneath our feet. So you're going to put it towards the end of your mat. Good. I'm going to get my weights out of the way here. We don't need those anymore. You're going to lay all the way down and put your feet onto your foam roller. We're going to do some bridges. So if you know that your hamstrings are just angry from the get-go, you might want to get rid of the foam roller, and that's fine too. Palms are going to be down. You're going to inhale. As you exhale, you're going to tuck your pelvis. So press your lower back into the mat a little bit by pulling a string right below your belly button. Then push evenly through your feet as you lift your hips up. And when you're up here, your rib cage is down and your pubic bone is up. So my core, I can feel it, as well as my hamstrings and my glutes. And then we're going to roll down that spine, one vertebrae at a time, and release. We're going to inhale, exhale, tilt that pelvis, press through those feet, and lift up. Feel those hamstrings turn on, and then slowly roll down. 3 more like this. Inhale, exhale, tilt the pelvis, press on up, and slowly down. Keep going. 2 more. Try to press evenly through your feet. So you're pressing on those arches all the way. You're not rolling out to the side or rolling in. Last one, and hold it up. Now from here, you're just going to roll those feet out and in, out and in, out and in. Keep going. Give me 3, 2, last one. Roll those feet in and then roll that spine down. Woo, good. Readjust those feet if you need to. Arms long. Inhale, exhale, tuck that pelvis, press on up. Good. Now, brace your core. Keep that core turned on, which if you tucked that pelvis before you went up, it should be on pretty good. And arms are long, palms facing down, so turn on that upper back. You're going to lift your right leg, put it back down. Lift your left leg. Notice that I'm lifting it this tiny little march. I'm not lifting it a crazy bit. I'm just shifting my weight and pushing it through my right leg so I can lift my left. Then pushing it through my left leg so I can lift my right. While you're doing this, the hamstring that you're standing on should be feeling it quite a bit. That's the back of your leg. But also your core should be turned on, and you should be doing it slow and controlled so that you're not just rocking and a rolling. We want nice, slow, controlled movements. Good. Let's do 2 more, both sides. Whew. Last one. Both feet connected. Roll down that spine. Bring those knees to your chest. Give them a little hug. And breathe. How'd that feel? Hopefully wonderful. All right, let's foam roll those hamstrings just a little bit. So you're going to grab that foam roller. You're going to lift up and put it under your butt. You're going to keep your hands onto the floor. You can do fists if you'd like, or you can do flat palms if that feels okay on your wrists. One leg is bent, and you're just going to roll the foam roller along that hamstring. If you find a spot that feels a little bit tight, just knocked something over there. Then you could stay there. You can also twist that leg in and twist it out. So whatever way feels best to just kind of stretch and push that foam roller around and that hamstring. Good. Lay with your butt on top, switch legs, switch the other leg, roll back and forth. Readjust your hands if you need to. This leg feels good. Breathing. You can do both as well. It's a little bit more on your core, but it feels pretty good. You just slide the butt back and then slide it forward. Roll to one side and then roll to the other side. Good. All right, go ahead and sit your butt down. We are going to lay on our bellies. So we're going to take our foam roller. You're going to lay on your belly. Bottoms of your feet you're going to release so that the tops of your feet are flat onto the ground. You're going to have your arms extended in front of you. And I like to start with my wrist and my forearms onto the foam roller. And they're still right in line with your body. So first things first to do is you're going to push the tops of your feet into the ground. You're going to reach your tailbone long and lift those hip points up. You're going to inhale. As you exhale, lift your torso up by pushing into that foam roller. Bring your belly with you and then release back down. Do not just sink into your lower back. You're going to inhale, exhale, push through those arms as you lift up your torso. Breathing and then rolling back down. 3 more like this. Exhale as you blow and roll back towards you. And then back down. Breathe. Make sure you're not sinking in your lower back. So what I mean by that is if you pull back and you just crane up from here and your belly's all hanging onto the mat, it's going to hurt your lower back. But if you lift those hip points and lift that belly up with you, it's going to feel pretty good in your upper back. Last one, lift up and release down. Good. Go ahead and release that foam roller for a second. Come onto your forearms. You're going to push those forearms into the floor. So push through, pull the elbows back. And once again, not quite as high, but similar to what we were just doing with the foam roller, you want to lift those hip points up. So reach your tailbone long. Kick your own butt with your right leg. 3, 2, 1, and release. Then the left leg. 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Keep going right like this. Reaching that leg long. Really kicking your own butt to turn on those hamstrings. Last one. And release up on down. You're going to lay on your cheek. Put your hands behind your back. Hook your fingers together. Kick your own butt. 3, 2, 1. Extend and reach up. Head and neck comes in line with your spine. You're going to lay down. Put your head onto the other cheek. Kick your own butt. 3, 2, 1. Head and neck in line and reach. Now, can you push the tops of your feet down as well when you come up? Often I see people, they kick their own butt, they extend, and they lift everything up. Well, if you're lifting everything up, your hip points are dropping down, and you're going to sink into your lower back. Lift those hip points, push the tops of the feet down, and lift that upper back down. So let's lay everything down and try it again. Inhale, exhale, kick your own butt. 3, 2, 1, and extend. Breathe. I got distracted and did my poor form. Good. 2 more good ones. Kick your own butt. 3, 2, 1. Extend. Push the tops of the feet down. Reach the tailbone long and lift that upper back up. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Extend. Reach and lift. Good. Push your hands down into the mat. Roll back into that child's pose. Stretch that back out. And breathe. Come up to all fours. You're going to take your right hand. You're going to thread it through. Reach it under and reach and twist your torso. Good. Come back to center. Take that left hand, reach it through, and twist. Good. Come back to center. Sitting right here. We're going to have our wrists under our shoulders, our knees under our hips. We're going to inhale. As you exhale, extend your left leg and your right arm. Let's go a little forward so I'm all the way on the camera. There we go. You want to try and get the arm and leg in line with your body. Now, while you're here, don't let your lower back sag. So you want to pull up here, and then you're going to release down. Other side. Exhale, reach the left arm, right leg. Find where you can balance, keeping your neck in line with your spine, feeling your core extend and reach both arms and legs out. Good. Other side. Exhale. Inhale. I like to inhale, release my belly when I come in. Exhale when I extend. So I pull that belly up and in to help me move those limbs away from my body. One more, both sides. Exhale. And inhale. Last one. And inhale. Good. Go ahead and release on down. Grab that foam roller. We're going to sit on our side. Both knees bent. You can stack them on top. If that doesn't feel good, you can separate them more. But keep them stacked. Keep the foam roller on the same side as your front thigh. So my legs are to the left, my foam roller's on the right. Okay? So from here, I'm going to roll out on that foam roller and extend my top arm over. Notice how my bottom arm is bent, and then roll up. I'm keeping some stability through that shoulder. Roll out, reach up and over, and roll up. One more this side. And pull in. Now on this next one, you're going to start the same. You're going to roll out. Once you're over, you're going to connect both hands to that foam roller and then reach out and press that chest down to the floor. Breathe. Feel the twist of the body. Stretching out. Pull those elbows and arms in. Lift your heart up facing away. And then come center. Go ahead and switch to the other side. Foam roller to the other side as well. I encourage whatever you did with your legs on the first time, do it with the second time. You're going to have the foam roller on your left side. You're going to reach out as you reach the top arm up and over. Keep your shoulders stacked on top of each other and release. Pretend they're in a toaster oven. You're reaching over. I guess not a toaster oven, a regular toaster. So they have to fit in the slot without getting burned. And release. One more regular. Push out. And release. On this next one, we're going to push out. Hold it there. Then twist, connect both forearms and roll out. And breathe. If you need to adjust a little, you can. Find what is comfortable and feels good. And then slowly roll all the way up, keeping your heart open to that way from you. Good. And come center. Set that foam roller to the side. Let's bring our legs back to 90 degrees. So now we do need to have 90 degrees. They are not stacked on top of each other. Our one knee is open, our other knee is open here, okay? Right like this, sitting up tall. We're gonna grab our left shin, reach over. Put the right hand onto the floor, reach over. Left hand to the shin, reach over. Each time you reach, how high can you reach that hand up to the sky? You want to pretend you're grazing the sky. Good. Often I see this. Don't slouch. Find as much length as you can in that side and reach up. Good. Come on down to center. You're going to take your left hand onto your right thigh, twist, look over your shoulder. And then come to center. If you can, lift your hands up, switch your legs. If you need to put them down, but try and switch your legs. Readjust so that one leg is open, closer to 90 degrees. This arm too. Put your left hand down, reach all the way up and over. And then right hand to the shin, left arm up and over. Left arm to the floor, right arm up and over. Right hand to the shin, left arm up. Remember, find length on that side body. One more, both sides. This is the true last one. Oh, I heard some popping. Good. Come on down, take that right hand on that left thigh, twist your body and look over your shoulder. Come center, relax your legs. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm thankful I could join you. My mouth is not working today, so I'm so glad you joined me with my crazy mouth and all. That was a nice, short, sweet, quick one. If you enjoyed it, pop it in the comments below. If you'd like to see more with the foam roller, let me know. If you want to see something with something else, let me know. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. See ya.